Booties, booties, booties. I've got some lovely booties. Hello YouTube, I am the Garage Hermit, and today I want to have a little chat with you about my boots that I've been wearing for the last year or so, trail riding in the UK and road riding as well. These are Alpinestars with Triumph branding because it was cheaper to buy them that way. Toucans. They're a Gore-Tex line boot. They're designed for adventure riding, sort of off-roady environments, road riding and the like. And I'll just go through the features and the considerations that people will probably make when they're buying boots like these. I was looking for something provides decent protection, it's waterproof, and doesn't look too bad, doesn't cost a fortune, has a stiff sole, has some grip on it, because motocross boots are just smooth so you can slide around tracks and the like. Decent construction, buckles that are good to use, bit of giving it, that's all the sort of stuff I was considering when I was buying these. I'll just go over the boot from front to back. I thought these were good because they've got a good lump of plastic here, a good toe box, good protection. When you're riding trails now and again you get caught out with rocks sticking out the side of the trail, so I think that gives good protection. On the side of the boot it's got a big sheet of plastic here, or TPU or whatever the fancy name they give it. This stuff so far served me okay. I did come off my BM the other day and I've hurt my ankle a fair bit. These obviously saved me from complete catastrophe and a broken ankle. I do think that it could do a bit more protection here because I can curve the boot over like that, which isn't too good. I don't think it'd be nice if it was more akin to this side, so a nice big plastic protector. Although, yeah, so that stops the boot giving. Whereas if I bend it this way, give it a bit of a push as well. Bends over quite easily. So that's something to consider. If you want the best protection, you might want to consider another adventure. The best ankle protection, you might want to consider another adventure boot on the market. Just so happens, look what I've got. So the Sidi Adventure 2 has got better ankle protection. I think I can't. This is a new boot, but that's as much as I can bend them. Oh, it's starting to give. But as you can see, it's kind of stiff. So ankle protection, pretty okay. Not probably market leading. Should pick my nose while I'm doing videos. Round the back, it's got a good heel box. That's really solid. I've never had any trouble hurting my heels, so I don't, it's all right. It's got some give with these bellows. There's obviously a bit of plastic pull come around there to help this buckle lock and things. On the buckles, they're really good. They're easy to flip open, they're easy to use. If they're full of mud and crap, which they invariably are on a day, I can open them and close them at my leisure. I like to do that when I'm stopping for a brew. Let a bit of wind around the old trotters. And keep moving round. It's got bits of plastic here and another bit of a letdown for me, and I felt things hit the side of my foot here. They're quite soft here. I think that'd be nice if that just had like a sliver of plastic across there, or if that was double lined. That's only like one layer of leather. That British flag logo there is just a single skin of leather, so it's a bit thin there. I think if they were going to update these boots, thicken that up or do something with that little area there. There's quite a bit of give in them when they're softened up front wise as well, so they're nice enough to walk in. They do like to squeak a bit, but are you really bothered? And the shin plate's nice and chunky. Chunky shin plate's good, but it's also bad because I had a pair of Climb Badlands. I had the Mark 1s, they fit over no problem because they're like massive baggy pants which are really comfy. The Mark 2s, the Badland Pro, is it Badland Pro? Well, the Mark 2 version of the Badland trousers, a really tight fit over these. I've got to really nip these down and I've got to like fight to get the button closed at the bottom of the trousers. So consider that these probably won't fit a lot of adventure trousers. I don't know. Revit Poseidons, they just go over as well. They're quite snug. They're nicely snug actually because they make a really tight fit around the bottom of the boot. So Climb Badlands fit but really tight. Revit Poseidons fit quite tight. and stuff like the Traverse and the Dakars fit no problem. All these are over the boot pants, obviously, I'm talking about. So they're quite a chunky boot. Talking about chunkiness, if I'm looking at the Sidi Adventure 2, you can see that's a lot slimmer profile. These are a brand new boot, but I just straight away top down as well. You can see the Alpinestars are a lot wider fitting. I've got quite fat feet, so I quite like the fit of the Alpinestars. These are both size 11 boots. So yeah, they fit my wide feet, and plus obviously they've been broken in. I imagine they'll widen up a bit, but nowhere near as much as the Alpinestars. And the last thing I would probably want to comment on is the Gore-Tex liner on them. I've measured the height of the Gore-Tex liner, comes to about here, and it measures at 12 inch from the floor to here. Believe it or not, that's bang on 12 inch. I've seen other videos claiming the Sidi Adventure 2 having the tallest Gore-Tex liner, but this measures at 11 inch. This is definitely not as tall a liner as the Toucan. So if you want ultimate waterproof ford crossing, puddle jumping in like Peppa Pig ability, you want the Alpinestars. They've got a taller liner. Another thing I'll say on the Gore-Tex liner, which has just crossed my mind, is I was looking at some Daytona boots, which cost an absolute fortune. They're about, can't remember the name of them, I'll put it in the description below. They're 550 quid, say. They have a Gore-Tex liner, and what Daytona have also thought about is they have like an insert in the toe box inside the boot on the inside of the liner, so your toenails don't rub at the Gore-Tex liner. Because I bet you, if you've got Gore-Tex boots or you've had them, it's always the front there that gives up because your toenails rub on the Gore-Tex liner. And I think them Daytonas, whatever they're called, if you're in the market for adventure boots, are worth a look. The dearest boot they do, they look quite well built. They don't have very good ankle protection from the pictures, but they might have inserts. But I'd consider them for the Gore-Tex line as being thought about, in that your toenails won't rub through it. Obviously cut your toenails as well, that does help. So yeah, that's that boot. It's been a great boot over the year, I should say. And that's me out with things to talk about on it. I'm trying to keep my video shorter because the last one I did, the missus are going to kill us. A bit of mud on the carpet, don't tell her. The last video I did was quite long. I know it was, and I'm just trying to shorten these videos and not blather on as much like I'm doing now. I think I've compared everything. No, I haven't even started to compare. So to compare the two boots, I think Sidi's missed the trick. The toe protection's nowhere near as good on these. It feels like it's got an insert in there, and if it has, it does cover around there, but I've been told it's just double lined. It's like got double thickness of this material, this microfiber stuff it's called. So I think they missed a trick there. I think it needs better toe protection. The tread's lacking for me. They look like they're already half worn. It's really shallow, the tread, for off-road use. I think that needs to be deeper. Some people like that probably because it doesn't grab on pegs as much if you're more a road rider, which I think these boots are more aimed towards. And we don't have any grip here where you stand on your pegs. So again, I've not used them on the bike yet, so this is kind of like a preview, but I think the rubber does seem quite soft, but I don't think they're going to grip as well as that lovely texture there that doesn't half get all the pegs. It's great, that. Moving around the boot, protection similar on the side down here, that's not doing much, but this ankle protection's obviously light years ahead of that. I can't bend the boot sideways, but there's compliance forwards, backwards, and the walking, they're really nice. They don't feel too dissimilar to these, they're pretty much the same. Going around the back of the boot, it's got a good heel box, better than the Alpinestars, I'd say. A little bit more protection, a thicker wedge of plastic here that's quite deep. You've also got protection at the back. You've got a grab handle here that you can actually get hold of and not worry about tearing it. Most of these sorts of things, they're just a token gesture, but actually you can get hold of it. On this side, let's have a look, compare. There's nothing up here. This has got some plastic, so if the bike catches you or something, these Alpinestars are a bit better coverage. Down the side here is really good, all this is solid. The clips are not as easy to get in and out, especially when they're full of crud. I know that from using the motocross boots and the same clips. They're also a little bit more fiddly to adjust, so to adjust the straps on these boots, you've got to click them out like that. There's two little prongs that keep hold of the strap, and you just clip it out. And dead easy, like I'm showing you here when I'm wrestling on, but not that hard to adjust. Just click them through, get them where you want them, and just click it back in. So the clip itself, where it connects, probably isn't as solid as the Alpinestars, and mud-wise they struggle. So if you're a really muddy off-roady rider, you might want to consider these. And the shin plate isn't as chunky. The shin plate on these is quite big, and the overall profile of the boot's a lot bigger. These fit under my Revit trousers a lot easier. There's loads of room. I would imagine these will fit under any road trouser. Like I said before, you've got to watch it with these because these are quite chunky. You need a more off-road orientated pair of trousers to fit. And that's all I can really think of. Parts are replaceable on the Sidi as well. Actually, you can replace all of this ankle part will come off. There's bolts and whatnot, so you can replace them, whereas once all this starts to wear on this and these things go, then you've got no chance of replacing it. And the only other thing I think of on the Sidi as well is the material they're made of. They're not leather, they're actually, I think it's called microfiber. It isn't like a microfiber you'd use to dry your bike off or dry your car off or anything. It's a funky kind of leather, and it's got a little chart on the bump on the advertising that basically has me believing that that's meant to be stronger than leather, more compliant than leather, longer lasting than leather, and low maintenance. And it also breathes, I think it was 2 times better than leather, so it should complement a Gore-Tex liner really well. So it may come to pass that they're just supremely comfortable, and I start using them, and these end up on eBay. But that's it. Any questions? Any comments? If you like me rug, I've come in here because I'm a bit chilly today in the garage. If you like me rug, let me know. And all that usual stuff about subscribing and things. I'm trying to cover all the bits and bobs I've got. Yeah, that's it. Thanks very much, and we'll see you again. They're like an old friend, comfortable, old, reliable friend. Whereas these are like your initially, because I've not worn them. I've only had them on around the house. They're like your sultry, tasty. What am I going on about here? They're just boots. That one's a bit thinner, and that one's a bit thicker, a bit chunky.